Pantry, and today, I'm super excited. I get to bring you along for a really fun recipe. So I'm gonna make Asian chicken meatballs, and I'm probably gonna do some, actually I'm just gonna stick with the meatballs, but you can turn these into Asian sliders and make a really fun coleslaw and serve that in a lettuce boat if you'd like to keep it low carb. Or you can serve it on a Hawaiian bun and splurge a little bit. But today we're gonna do the meatballs because I want these steamed meatballs for a soup that I've got coming up, and they just are delicious. You can eat these in a salad if you'd like, or dip them, as hors d'oeuvres. You can dip them. They're delicious. So I'm putting this Fusion Master together. If you've got a different kind of a meat grinder, please feel free to use that. I highly recommend to use whatever you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I've got a half of a purple onion here that's gonna go in, a pretty good knob of ginger, and I'll cut that into a couple pieces just so it makes it easier. It's all going in the grinder. We've got cilantro, some garlic, some carrots, and I need a jalapeno. Woo! Okay, so we're gonna cheek this jalapeno, and what I mean by that is did you want to come in close so you can see what I'm doing? Let's come in close and then you can see the grinder at work up close and personal, and see how easy this is. You can take this camping. Yes, it's one of my favorites. All right. Okay, so what I mean by cheeking a jalapeno or a pepper is I just cut around that seed core and try not to get any of that pith in there as well. So pretty simple. And then your seeds all come out in one chunk. And, ooh, that smells spicy. I can't wait. This is gonna be good. I have about, right here, there's about 4 or 5 chicken thighs that I boned and took the skin off. It's way cheaper to buy it this way than to buy ground chicken that you don't know what cut they used and or the quality. I like to get the range-free chicken, so anyways, I bought it. It's cheaper to buy it with the bone and skin on, and I saved the bones and the skin for stock and a couple of the thighs for stock and possibly some chicken soup, but it very well will be the broth that I use for these Asian meatballs. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I got 1 jalapeno, a half an onion, a little knob of ginger. I'm gonna cheat and use the jarred garlic, and I've got some carrots as well. And we're gonna get to grinding this meat. So let's get a bowl. Okay, so now that we've got all of our ingredients, we're gonna go ahead and start putting our chicken in here, and it works much better if you make sure your chicken is very cold. I've had this in the freezer, and so it should be really cold. I've got, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting down some of the cilantro as well as the onion, and you've got your little pusher. This also works as a storage for your other blade, your finer blade, and this is a sausage stuffer, so that is an attachment for this as well. So you just go ahead and start, and look at this. You're grinding up your own chicken. You're not using electricity, which is saving you money. And how easy is that? I love it. So I'm gonna grab a couple pieces of jalapeno, some ginger. Let's put some carrots in here and the garlic and get moving on this. Oh, and I use these julienne carrots. They work really good. It adds a lot of moisture to the dish. And a good heaping tablespoon of garlic. I love garlic. You can't get enough garlic for me. Maybe 2. Okay. And we'll continue on. Pushing that through. And there we go. Okay, so now that I've got it all ground up, and you can see the carrots, the cilantro, the garlic, the ginger, it's all in here. And I just need to mix it really well. And the chicken thighs are gonna keep this super moist, as well as the carrots. But I feel like it needs some red. So, excuse me while I grab some. Okay, so now that I've got this all ground up, I need red in here. I need some red bell peppers. And I don't have any fresh. I don't typically buy them anymore unless I'm gonna do stuffed peppers, because Thrive is at my fingertips. You don't need to refresh these first. Because the moisture from the meat and the steam is going to refresh it. So, yay! Okay, put this back, and I love how I can store 2 number 10 cans in this. No problem. So, let's get this wiped down. And now I need to season it a little bit more. So, I'm getting my peppers in there. And there we go. I've got red pepper flakes because I like it spicy, and the jalapenos, just a little bit, maybe a pinch, because they're going to intensify. Now I want some toasted sesame oil, about a tablespoon. Make sure you don't get too much because it can take over. And I know this is going to be an odd ingredient for you, but trust me when I tell you, it's delicious. You want a teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder, okay? That's gonna add to the flavor. It's gonna add your salt factor. You don't really need any more salt, because we're also gonna add a little soy. So this is rice vinegar for some sweetness and some acidity. Maybe a tablespoon or so. And same with the soy sauce. And this is light soy, but oh so good. You could use tamari if you wanted. Anyway, get this mixed up, and you've got kind of a wet mixture. Don't be scared though. This is gonna make a fantastic meatball. Now you can let this marinate just like this for a little bit if you want, or you can straight up get to making meatballs. And I think we should straight up. Oh, it smells wonderful. Okay. And look at all the color. It's got such a pretty color with the orange and the green and the red. It's fantastic. Okay. So, I am going to wear gloves. Even though I have clean hands, I like to wear gloves. So, I'm going to roll these up. I've got some parchment over here on some paper that I can put these on. Some of these will go in the freezer to be freezer baked, and some of these are going in the steamer. Let's get to making meatballs. Okay guys, so I have the meatballs are all rolled, and I have my sauce ready to heat up. This is my Potsticker sauce that I make, and if you guys want to see another video on how to make this and thicken it, let me know. But super easy. I'm going to thicken that on the stove to have this to glaze these meatballs and or use it as a dipping sauce. But this will be great for a Super Bowl that's coming up here. Before you know it, it'll be here. So I'm going to use the Smart Multicooker. This has a deep colander that's encapsulated. Metal is encapsulated in the plastic, and in the bottom is a reservoir of water. So the microwaves don't penetrate through this, but they target that water. They're attracted to water. They boil it, and they are going to steam these. and which is a healthier way to cook. There's also a smaller shallow steamer basket that goes with this. You could use a bamboo steamer, I have one of those, or a double boiler, either way. But this is what I choose to use today, and I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 15 minutes, and we will have these delicious Asian-inspired chicken meatballs to use for Super Bowl, or you can use them in a salad. I did test out to try to cook rice at the bottom at the same time as steaming the meatballs, but you'd have to do a pretty small amount of rice. So I felt like I would show you how to cook the rice separately. You will love how this cooks rice. It's fantastic. If you want to see that video, let me know, because it is perfect rice every single time. There's no fail. You can't fail at this. I'm telling you, it comes out perfect. I even tried to fail, and you can't. So in the microwave it goes, and I'll be back in 15 minutes, and I'll show you a little bit of stirring as we make that sauce on the stove. Okay. Okay, so this is out of the microwave, 15 minutes flat, and I didn't have to wait for the water to come up to a boil. It comes up to a boil pretty quickly in here, so it's warm to the touch, but it's not too hot. This lid is also, ooh, steamy. This lid also has the metal receptor plate encapsulated in here, so no microwaves touch my food if you're worried about that sort of thing. But this is a healthy way to enjoy, you know, a healthier diet in the new year. So here we go, and these are low carb recipes for you to use for your Super Bowl party or whatever parties you might have coming up. So steam away. Oof. And you can see how hot that is. It is really hot. Ooh. But these are done. Toothpick, put them on my plate here. I'll grab a couple of these, and then I'll give you a taste test, because by then they should have cooled down. I'm hoping. Ooh, I love these. These are one of my favorites. You can take these to a party, make, you know, a couple batches. Like I could put another batch of meatballs in here and take these to a party, keep them in a crock pot on warm if you wanted. Throw your sauce down over it, however you want. So, and see, it's just warm. It's not even hot. And then the water, anything that you don't want, any fat or anything, is going to drain off, which is what we want. And so I've got, okay, I'm out of toothpicks, which means it must be time for a taste test. Okay, I'll put this back on where I can keep these nice and warm if I need to. And I will show you, I've got my, let's try a little one. My sauce that's nice and thick. Oh, look at that. Looky. Doesn't that look good? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the end result, and oh, it was so worth waiting for. I love these. My goodness, these are absolutely delicious. And the Potsticker sauce has the garlic and the onions and the pieces of onion. You can sprinkle green onions in here. What a great snack. And or hors d'oeuvre for your next party. I might have to make these for my next Tupperware party. So guys, if you're interested in anything I used, I'll leave a link across the screen, and don't hesitate to ask me any questions you might have. You can leave a comment in the comment section, or you can send me an email and ask me a personal question, and I'll be happy to get back with you. So, all right, I'm excited to go to the next Tupperware party, which happens to be tonight. So I think I will be demoing some of these for the girls, and they can see how quick and easy it is to make a delicious chicken meatball in the multi-cooker. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.